asexualise.com and author of Asexual Perspectives out on Amazon. Welcome to day 18 of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. Why do you feel in general that society does not accept asexuality as a sexual orientation in its own right, and what can be done about this? This is a question I asked of 46 asexuals around the globe in my Asexual Perspectives book, and one in which you asked me in my interview with you at the very end of the book. So I thought there was a fantastic answer from someone called Silje Vindklokker. I hope I pronounced their name correctly. This was their answer. I feel that society does not accept asexuality as a form of sexual orientation because it loves to cling to the ever-shifting idea of normal and conforming to it, as well as the phrase, it has always been done this/that way, to the point where it becomes justification for behaviours and actions. I'm not sure what can be done about this, but if society learned how to see people as people first, instead of everything else, religion, race, gender, sexuality, etc., it would be easier to validate asexuality as a sexual orientation. Now, I thought that was a really good answer. There are many more good answers in the book, but that really resonated with me because I think that is a huge reason why asexuality is not accepted. There are other, opinions in the book, and one is that asexuality is you're not attracted to anybody. So why is that a sexual orientation when you're not sexually attracted to anyone? It's like a lack of something. So, all these points are really, really valid. I think the main gist is that, because it's not seen as normal and society is mainstream sexualized, then anything that seems different or specifically people don't understand, then that's why it's not accepted and it's rejected. There's a common theme throughout the Asexual Perspectives book where people do think that society has such a lack of understanding of asexuality and that it's seen as not normal, strange because of this lack of understanding, and that is why it's not accepted as a sexual orientation in its own right throughout the globe. I mean, it is a sexual orientation, but it's just not well known about, and it's very misunderstood, and it's almost unheard of, and we need to get this out there. We need to get a word of asexuality out there, and this is what I want my Asexual Perspectives book to do. I want it to give you a voice in this sexualized world and bust through all this sexualized advertising and let people know that we are here, we do exist. The irony of the situation is recently my Asexual Perspectives book was on Kindle. There was a special promotion on there, and it got to number 2 in the category for sex for the Kindle bookshop in the UK, Amazon, and number 3 for sex in the UK in the Amazon.com site. Now, you may be thinking, why should a book like ours be in there? But the point is, we need to break through that market. We need people to know that people can be loved without sex. But we also need people to realise that sexual behaviour is not the same as sexual attraction. So that some asexuals do have sex and they do like it. And for others they don't. Like myself, I just don't. And I have had it in the past though. But, the point is, we need to bust through all the sexual advertising. We need to get to the top and get noticed. The fact that it was 2 and 3 in the sex category for me is amazing. For you guys, it's amazing. Because our voice are being heard. Just think of all the erotica and all the sex books out there. And this book, which is predominantly about asexuals that don't experience sexual attraction, the majority of which don't want sex, it's incredible. Because they'll be like, what on earth's this? And they'll be interested in it. And they'll want to find out more. And the more we spread awareness of asexuality done in an unconventional way, the better. You know, it's all very good and well being in groups, and we need our groups, we need our community. We also need to bust out of that and go into the big wide world, because we know we're asexual, we're in these groups, we accept each other, but there's tons of people out there that don't understand us because we're not getting the word out. We're not in their faces like the sexual market is. We need asexuality to be in their faces so that people can see us, so that we have visibility in the greater, big, wider world. I'm pleased with the articles in the Huffington Post recently about asexuals. I'm pleased with the media coverage in the BBC, you know, and American shows that have asexuality featured. This is good, but we need more. We need to bust through this. And the more that people understand that asexuality is not about being celibate or abstaining, or not some religious thing, but actually we don't experience sexual attraction, the better. So if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and tell me your comments, thoughts, opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. How do you feel? You know, what do you feel about society not accepting asexuality as a sexual orientation in its own right throughout the globe? What do you think can be done about it? This is your time. Speak up. Please write in the comments below. Okay? Until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Check out Asexual Perspectives on Amazon. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.